Morning. Well, actually it's afternoon now, but I started in the morning. Yeah, I did, honestly. One of them days today. Been home once. Anyway, what it is, all it is, it's just an excuse. This is just an excuse to bring you out in the countryside, so you can see something other than my blooming house. Because I need to get out. It's the first time I've been out of Lincoln this year. I know I've not been out in January sometimes, but anyway, just to say that. Anyway, right, GPS. I've got my little handheld GPS. It's just we were talking about this and I read an article, right? And I've got one of those. Well, trust my luck, won't work. Because all I was going to do, in very layman's terms, we've all got them now, but we've all got them, everyone's got sat nav, and they've even got GPS trackers and everything on the phones, which most people carry, as you know. I don't. I've got a GPS I can show you. Anyway, all that happens is you set a waypoint, which is like marking a dot on a map, if you like, and it was and then you walk away from it and you can walk back to it from anywhere in a straight line. I mean, literally anywhere. So I got that in 2002, and it's just a radio basically. And as I said, in very, very layman's terms, the satellites ringed around the Earth, and it finds its location where you are by getting radio signals from them. But the timing difference is absolutely critical. And, you know, I mean, they're to a... Well, I've just read this morning, there's a third generation of satellites that are to a billionth of a second, you know. But this one is a second generation, it works to a millionth of a second. So all it is, inside that and inside the satellites are very accurate atomic clocks. Now the thing is, it has to be so accurate because the distance is relatively small, because of course light travels at 186,000 miles a second and they're about 15,000 miles away only. You know, the time difference is very small, and so how it works out its position is how far away it is from the satellites, which are nothing, you know. And I've also read that if one of the satellites was out by only a nanosecond, a millionth of a second, that's a lot of noughts after the decimal point, isn't it? You know, we'd be over a mile from the waypoint, you know, from your destination, whatever. So in other words, it wouldn't work. But more importantly, I've just also read we're too reliant on it. Everything in the world sort of relies on this now. Anyway, what I'm going to do, because this doesn't work, I was hoping to give you a short demo of it. But I can't, can I? You know, just how things are at the minute. Anyway, I'll give you a last little look around the countryside, because I think it's better than staring at my four walls, isn't it? Oh, and by the way, we can't take the cars on the airfield anymore, otherwise I would have done it slightly down the airfield where I've done some of my videos before. Anyway, it doesn't look too bad out here, does it, today? Right, we'll see you back in the house. This is what I was trying to show you. Just follow the arrow in a straight line from anywhere in the world and it will lead you to your destination within a few yards. I think that's good. Right, we're back in the house, as you see. You know, some days I have what I call be nice to Martin day, right? And I had one yesterday actually. One of my friends came, for instance, and he brought me a couple of presents, and one of them was that. Isn't that nice? Eh? Got me a Nuffield cup, which I like, and it will of course go with the one that my sister got me for Christmas, so that's a nice little collection we'll do up in it. Anyway, this is today, not yesterday, and I think we're having a let's wind Malcolm up day because nothing's working. tried to show you and make it more interesting by getting a few clips off, you know, off the computer using me capture screen. Anyway, what I want to tell you is what I was telling you. Now, everything relies on GPS today. ATMs, for instance, and there's lots of videos I was going to show you, but it's far easy just to tell you. Just write ATM machine in YouTube, you know, in the search, and you'll easily see. You will easily see that there is thousands. Anyway, they all depend on GPS. Just to tell you how GPS works, the simplest way I can describe it, it's pretty complicated, you know, works on big numbers, lots of mathematics and lots of physics. However, the simplest way is, up there, in the sky, above us, there are lots of satellites. Lots of them. And what it is, if you get one over there, and one over there, and one over there, say, because you need at least 3 to do it. Right, just imagine that they're radio stations playing the same song, and your little receiver, which is now on your phones and everything else, it finds them, right? And it knows that we're here, right? It knows that we're here. But it knows its position because it gets the signals, call them the tunes. So it knows where the tunes are in the sky, and it knows how far away they are, so it works out its position. That's the easiest way I can describe it. That's in layman's terms, that's the simplest way I can think of describing it. Now, these satellites are at risk of being knocked out either by terrorism, by war, or by sun activity. It's a fact, you know, we're not scaremongering, it's a fact. So the first thing happens is, you've run out of cash, and you go to the cash point, and you can't get any, don't work. So you go to the bank, oh, they can't give you any, you know, so you ain't got any money. Well then of course the next thing happens, because power stations are dependent on it. So the electricity supply fails. Well, of course, you know what happens then. Not only do your lights go out, but there's no electric to pump any water. So you go for your cup of water and you turn your tap on, but nothing happens. So we ain't got any water. Fuel, you can't get any fuel, can you, without electricity? There'll be a little bit, you know, they might manage for a week or two, because now we've got renewables, haven't we? You know, there's some wind and solar energy, so they might be able to divert a bit to keep us going a bit. But, you know, the point of this is, I'm sure you can imagine just how important it is, and there's not a lot of backup, you know, and I've read this recently, so that's why I just thought I'd tell you on this video. We're not doom mongering, we're just telling you what could happen. So I'm sorry this is really not the most interesting video I was hoping to do, you know, but there we have it. You can't do much about it, we can't. So next time that you go to the cash point, next time you turn your light and your tap on, you just need to realise that it's actually quite vulnerable. So there we are. I was, as I say, just trying to give you a video of something a little bit more interesting today. Whether we have done or not, I don't know. But the point is, you know, we've all got the internet. I mean, that's why you're watching me, isn't it? So all you have to do is go and do a little bit of searching, either Google it or go on YouTube and do some searching, and you can find something. You can find all about it. You know, it'll just give us all something to do, won't it? Right. Sorry, it's a bit short and boring as usual, but you know, I have tried. Honestly, I have tried. Right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.